Hello, everyone. This is Chala Dinkoy, CEO and founder of The Repositioning Expert, coming to you from another Tuesday Tea Time with Chala. It is late in the day. I'm a little bit delayed. It is 4 o'clock right now, but hopefully you've got your tea. If you're in the US, you're probably doing some holiday planning. Our Thanksgiving in Canada was long ago. Those calories are spent. They put on some pounds, and now it's your turn, you guys, for those of you in the States. Now, today's topic is about the lack of focus, something that I love to talk about. And when I found in my readings, my weekly readings that I do for content material for this, I was super excited to find that there's ton of research around this, that lack of focus actually stalls growth because the human brain, even according to science, is just not able to work with multiple priorities. So here's some of the scoop. Let me just take a sip. I burnt my tongue this morning. I have a new coffee holder. I don't drink coffee, but it's like I use it for tea. But it's so nice that it's so well insulated that I totally scalded my tongue. And so like I just, I keep reopening that wound every time I take a warm drink. But anyway, I mean, I couldn't show up without the tea for the Tuesday tea time, right? So let me just tell you about some of the research. University of Oregon study concluded that the maximum number of things a human can handle at one time that they can keep track of in terms of tasks is 4. So just keep in mind these stacks and stacks of research. And then a University of Missouri study found that the central working memory, so this is like how many things you remember, for adults is really only 3 to 5 things. So you guys, these are like small numbers, right? And businesses still are missing focus. So here's some studies about businesses. PwC did an executive survey. So they surveyed 1,800 executives. I mean, these are the bosses themselves that set the priorities. So, and the executives themselves said almost 2 out of 3 of them said that they had too many conflicting priorities. And 81% of them, like almost all of them, said that the growth initiatives, which these priorities were, actually led to waste of time, which meant like do-overs or incomplete projects or waste of money in some way, waste of money and time. So imagine they're the ones who are dictating these priorities, and they themselves, 81% of them, said that too many growth initiatives are stalling the growth. So, and then the last piece of research is that the Great Resignation, there's so much research going on. I mean, a couple of months ago when my clients and I started talking about the Great Resignation, in fact, I did a live about it. I didn't see as many articles about it, but today there are literally every second article is about the Great Resignation. There's just like so much, advice, and there's so much being written about it. So this is 2 pieces of research about the Great Resignation. And they both found that of the people that left, about 40% cited burnout because companies are now trying to do too many things with too few people, too few resources. So trying to do too much with too little. So what is the advice around this is, of course, I'm always going to speak to it from a marketing lens. And the first thing that I do with a client is we prioritize our target, who we're going to pursue in the next 6 months, and how we're going to position ourselves. And that super niche is a phenomenal way of focusing all of their messaging, all of their targeting, their outreach, their sales, their everything that they do on social media, all of the components of their marketing plan and their messaging plan and communication platform. So everything starts when you work with me and with any other strategist or business consultant on reducing the priorities and reducing the focus. So getting really tight on the focus, and what I call it is laser niching, and going out and finding out what is the top 3 or 3 to 5 priorities that you need to accomplish to grow the company, to grow your sales, to get your marketing in front of the right people. And to give you an idea of what super niching looks like is, for example, IT company, and I always talk about them, and a generic IT company that came to me to grow their business, actually grow their business, grew their business by $805,000, almost $1 million within a couple of months, by shrinking their focus to just one industry, which was healthcare, and shrinking their specialty on what they did to help them, which was to figure out how to reduce call wait times for patients who were literally dying waiting on the call for the call center. So that is just one example of many, many clients of how we've reduced the focus. We have sharpened the focus. We've super niched into one industry or interest group and one small piece of the pain. So if you are still not convinced that running with too many goals and too many priorities and trying to hit every industry with every service that you offer is still the right way for you, but you're seeing that your progress is slow, that your ROI for your marketing is not working, and the outreach isn't working as fast as you'd like, and you're just not growing fast enough, and if your growth is stalled, you may want to look at your focusing. You may want to look at looking at the number of priorities and the number of places that you're hitting. I hope that helps. That was a really short one, but I loved the research and I had to share it with you. And we'll see you next Tuesday on the next Tuesday Tea Time with Chala. Have a good one, everyone.